What's up, everybody? Right now we're about to go pick up my Wisefab V2 kit.
Hey!
I like how they give you that instruction booklet. Yeah, that is legit.
Nice. Thank you, Chow.
So right now we're gonna look at some of the key differences between the V1 and V2 Wisefab kit for the S14. This isn't gonna be too technical. I'm just gonna point out the major key differences. So we'll start over here with the top hat. As you can see, they have added a caster adjustability on the top of it. Next key difference is on the knuckle itself. It weighs 3 pounds less. They've figured out ways to save some weight. As you can see here, this is hollow, whereas on the V1, it is perfectly solid. Next key difference, the lower control arm. So here is the V2 lower control arm. Here is the V1 lower control arm. So it's a different shape. The most major thing though, which is the main reason why I even got the V2 kit, is for this right here. This is your steering rack relocation kit. And based off of reviews that I've heard from other drivers who are running the V2 kit, it is going to make the world of difference. So I'm really excited to run this kit. We're gonna get this all installed today, and I will be testing this kit out this weekend at Evergreen Speedway Grassroots Competition Round 2. So subframe's out. We're going to follow the directions that Wisefab have included. We're gonna follow them step by step. As you can see, there is definitely a lot going on with this particular rack relocation. There is a cheap way to do this. Jimmy Oaks actually did it on his channel, where he cut this piece out right here and slid it forward and welded it all back together. That is a perfectly good solution to this issue. But the Wisefab one, as you can see, does a lot more than that. It corrects a bunch of issues. So before we start cutting anything, it's really cool that Wisefab did this. In the back of the instruction manual, they have literally given you stencils to cut out with scissors and put on the subframe so that you could trace them with a Sharpie on the subframe and you know where to cut them out. Right here, step 3 is to cut all of your stencils out and place them on the subframe. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get these cut out right now. You trace this outer edge of all of that, because the cut here is even a little bit offset. All right, we need to clean the subframe and get a Sharpie. So basically, you're gonna set that up and then line up all the holes, and then you're gonna trace this line right there, and then this whole piece is coming right out. The subframe chopping is done. It is now time to get this thing bolted up and start welding. So as you can see, this thing is basically in half. So this sits up here like that. All this needs to be welded up. And then these pieces here, they come with the hardware too, which is cool. They bolt up here. The other one bolts on this side, and it holds it all square while you weld. All right, so here it is all bolted up. This is what it looks like. So now we're gonna have to go ahead and weld this. We gotta do the bottom now. Got the subframe all welded up. Now we can pull the top brace off and paint it. My brand new power steering rack just got Degenerate Racing, so that's where we're going right now.
That big turbo super, huh?
All right, so the subframe is all done, all dried. We got the new rack, so we're gonna go ahead and start assembling it. I could have painted this black, but I wanted to be eBay James Dean, so I painted it Wisefab blue. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this all in now. So in addition to all this, I have a refurbished steering column here because the steering column that's in the car right now currently has a wobble to it because it's bent internally. Our boy Noah from back in Florida tagged me and Chow in this really eBay milk tea idea. So we're gonna try it right now because it looked really good. One vanilla frosty. Oh yeah, that'll do it. We get the spoon out, dude. Honestly, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, dude.
That's what was meant to happen.
It's gonna take a second to get this to drinkable consistency. It's pretty good. It's not, I'm gonna finish this and enjoy it. It's not bad. I've had better, anything from Pochi's better, but this isn't bad. All right, so the new rack is installed. I'm gonna have to go out and get some Loctite for the tie rod spacers here. These are the V1 spacers here. They are offset. Got these top hats swapped out. We got the coilovers bolted in. The arms and knuckles are bolted in on both sides, so we're gonna go ahead and assemble all this. Look at how much angle this has. That might legitimately be 90 degrees. All right, now we're gonna grab that Loctite and we gotta run Degenerates one more time. Chris Jenner hooks it up. All right, it's all installed. Ride height adjustment is, I don't know how I feel about this.
I like it. I know you guys like it too.
Chow wants the front end lowered. I personally like the front end lifted, but that's just my inner ricer kicking in. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing all aligned up. So there it is, Wisefab V2 fully installed on my car. I do run positive Ackerman. This lowered ride height is starting to grow on me, but we might run into issues pulling it into the trailer. We got it in there. All right, the car is loaded up. So that's a wrap on the Wisefab V2 install video. To summarize the install, it's not that easy. It's definitely a little bit more intensive than just the V1 bolt-on stuff, but if you have like a welder and a little bit of time, some help from your friends, you could probably do it in your driveway. We gotta fuel up our cans and get ready for tomorrow where we will be shaking down the Wisefab V2 kit at round 2 of Evergreen Drift Grassroots Competition Series.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of V2.